Hi, this is Brendan Jones, student ID number 3467885 for the spring 2020 semester. So today I'm going to explain how to get a dog into lateral recumbency in order to do a blood draw on the lateral saphenous vein. So in order to get this done, we're going to be getting the dog into lateral recumbency. Lateral recumbency basically just means that we're going to be having the dog laying on its left or right side, because lateral means going away from the medial plane and recumbency basically just means lying down. The lateral is the modifier on that. And so the medial saphenous vein runs right along the lower part of their back leg, right along here. And so how we get a dog into into lateral recumbency is we reach over them over their neck, or under their neck, and we reach and we grab the legs closest to us, and we slowly press them against our bodies and slide them down to the ground. And you're going to use your forearms to kind of keep pressure on their neck, and then keep pressure kind of around their belly. And so once you have the dog down here, you're gonna keep a hold on these two legs closest to the table, because these are the two legs that they'll use to try and get up off the ground. And so now that you have the dog in lateral recumbency, you're gonna let go of the back leg, and you're gonna take this leg, the top leg, and you're going to flex that leg out and hold right here, because this is how you're gonna get that lateral saphenous vein occluded right along here. And so you'll take your thumb in your hand and you'll hold off there, flexing that leg out, so the person who's doing the blood draw can get it done. And then once you've got that taken care of and the blood draw has been completed, you can release that leg, and then you can take your hand and then slowly raise the dog back up to their feet, and you're done. So today I'm going to explain how to get a dog into sternal recumbency in order to do a cephalic venipuncture. The cephalic vein runs along the top of both forearms, so it's whichever arms you feel most comfortable working with. And so to get this dog into position, we're going to be getting the dog into a sternal restraint, which basically means that their sternum is going to be facing the ground. We can either have the dog sitting or we can have them fully laying down. It's just kind of whichever is most comfortable for the dog. So to get the dog sitting down, we're going to kind of slowly use our elbow and our body to press down on their hind end to get them pressed down. And then you're going to take your arm and wrap around their neck and turn their head away from the person who's going to be doing the blood draw. That way they can't whip around and bite them, and that also means they can't whip around and bite you too. And so after you get the dog into this position with your arms, you're going to take that leg and you're going to present it forward, flexing it outwards, kind of holding it above the elbow, and you're going to take your thumb and roll outwards in order to get that vein occluded. And so you'll hold the dog here in order to get that venipuncture done. And then once the dog has had the blood draw successfully done, you can let them have that leg back, and then you can slide them away from the edge of the table and let them stand back up, and you're done. All right, so today I'm going to explain how to do a medial saphenous venipuncture on a cat while it's in lateral recumbency. Recumbency is essentially just the act of lying down, and lateral is the modifier on that in order to define how exactly the cat is lying down. Lateral means that we're going away from the medial plane of the cat, and so that basically means that we're going to be having the cat lay on its left or right side. So to get the cat into position to do this blood draw, you're going to scruff them right at the base of the skull. You're going to take both of their feet, their back feet, and you're going to slowly lay them down on their side, making sure that you maintain that scruff. And so after you get them down on their side like this, you're going to let go of the foot that is closest to the table and take the other paw and the tail, and you're going to press them against their stomach. And then so the person who's doing the blood draw can take that other paw and pull it outwards, so that you can do the blood draw. The medial saphenous vein runs right along the inner part of the thigh right here. And so you'll kind of karate chop down on the leg to get that vein occluded. And then once the cat has been restrained and the blood has been drawn, that person can let go of that leg, and you can then slowly roll the cat back up onto its top side, and then you are done. You go? Alright. So today I'm going to explain how to do a sternal restraint on a cat in order to do a cephalic venipuncture. The cephalic vein runs along the top of either forearm, so it's just kind of whichever arms you feel most comfortable with doing this. So to get the cat into position to do the sternal restraint, which basically means that our cat is going to be having their sternum facing down against the work area, either sitting or laying down, whichever is most comfortable for the cat. So what we'll do is we'll get the cat up to the edge of the table. We'll take our hand that is furthest away from the cat and place it underneath their neck in order to kind of keep their head in place so they can't whip it around or bite us or the person who's doing the blood draw. And we're going to get lowered down, and we're going to press the cat against us, kind of using our elbow and our forearm to keep the cat from backing up or wiggling away. And then we'll take that forearm and we'll flex it outward, and then we'll take our thumb above the joint and roll outward. This is to get that vein occluded, that cephalic vein occluded, and then after the person who is doing the restraint has gotten the blood that they need, then we can release that leg back and move the cat away from the end of the table, and we can put them back in their cage and they'll be done.